Welcome to our video on product differentiation and value proposition. We've all heard that claiming to be faster, cheaper, or easier is not a true value proposition. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to build one that truly resonates with a skeptical customer. Building on our work from the previous episode, where we mapped the competitive landscape, we now focus on a critical, high-stakes question. Why should a customer choose your product specifically? This is where many strategies fall into the trap of being too generic.
In this video, we will cover 4 key areas: why generic claims fail, how to use the value proposition canvas, 3 core differentiation strategies, and finally, how to write a value proposition that is specific enough to pass the competitor substitution test.
The problem with phrases like faster, cheaper, or easier is that they appear in almost every early-stage product pitch. Relying on these words creates a weak value proposition that fails to distinguish you from your competitors. Adjectives are not a strategy. Claims like better UX or faster than competitors are comparative, not distinctive. If every competitor in your market can say the exact same thing, you haven't actually created any real differentiation. Remember, being comparative is not the same as being distinctive. Price and speed are often just table stakes. Real differentiation must answer a question no one else can credibly claim to answer. The root cause of generic claims is skipping deep customer understanding. To build a strong proposition, start by understanding the customer's jobs, map them to your product, and then write your statement based on that specific connection. To help with this, we introduce the Value Proposition Canvas. Developed by Alexander Osterwalder, it is the standard framework for aligning product features with actual customer needs. It has 2 sides, and the order in which you use them matters. The canvas has 2 main parts: the customer profile on the right, which you build first through research, and the value map on the left, which you build second. Product market fit occurs when your value map matches the needs identified in your customer profile. The first step is identifying customer jobs. These are the functional, social, and emotional tasks a customer is trying to complete. The most powerful propositions address all 3 categories. Step 2 is understanding customer pains. These are the barriers, risks, and undesired outcomes they face. A pro tip here: rank these pains by intensity, so your product focuses on the most severe ones first. Step 3 is identifying customer gains. These range from the required outcomes the product must deliver to expected features, and finally, unexpected delights that distinguish you from the competition. Next, in Step 4, you define your pain relievers. These must specifically address the pains you identified. One-to-one mapping is the goal. Be precise, as vague relievers suggest a lack of deep customer understanding. Finally, Step 5 involves gain creators. These describe how your product delivers on those customer needs. Go beyond the obvious, be measurable, and always ensure your gain creators are directly connected to the jobs your customers are trying to get done. Let's put this into action. In the following segments, we will apply this canvas to our fitness app example, specifically targeting busy professionals who want to build consistent, long-term workout habits. Let's apply the canvas to our example customer, busy fitness beginners. Their primary jobs include building a consistent routine and tracking progress. Their pains are not knowing where to start and losing motivation quickly. Their gains are visible progress and short, time-efficient workouts. The value map responds with specific features: AI adaptive plans to save time, missed day recovery flows to prevent guilt, and visual progress reports. Each of these directly addresses a specific pain or job we just identified for our beginners. Before moving forward, check for fit using this checklist. Ensure every major pain has a specific reliever. Your gain creators offer more than just minimum expectations, and confirm your customer profile is rooted in real research, not just assumptions. Once you've confirmed your fit, it's time to choose a primary differentiation strategy. There are 3 main approaches, and each demands a different set of resources and involves unique trade-offs. First is cost leadership. This means delivering the same value as competitors at a lower price, sustained by structural efficiency. For early-stage products, this is extremely difficult because it requires massive scale and capital that most startups lack. Second is feature differentiation. This strategy aims to compete by offering capabilities or quality that rivals cannot match, often at a premium price. Like cost leadership, this is rarely viable as a primary strategy for early-stage products due to resource constraints. Third is the focus or niche strategy. This involves serving a specific, well-defined segment better than anyone else. Many students resist this because it feels like thinking small, but it is often the only strategy that is truly executable for early-stage products. Simply put, you should go narrow. The goal is to become the only obvious choice for a specific person, rather than a generic choice for everyone. Niche dominance provides a much stronger defensive position. For the vast majority of your capstone projects, focusing on a niche is the winning play. It doesn't require massive funding or brand equity. It only requires the deep insight and discipline to say no to other segments. With your canvas complete and your niche strategy chosen, you are ready to write your value proposition statement. This process forces you to turn your strategic thinking into clear, concise language. Use this template. For customer segment who problem, product name is the category that benefit, unlike alternative, which limitation. This structure demands specific, high-quality information rather than vague filler. Applying this to our fitness app, we get a clear statement. For busy professionals who struggle to maintain routines, FitFlow is the app that automatically rebuilds workouts after gaps, unlike generic apps that treat every missed day as a failure. Finally, test your statement for falsifiability. It should be specific enough that you can prove it wrong. If your statement is so broad that it cannot be tested, then it is likely too vague to be meaningful. Last is the competitor substitution test. If you replace your product's name with a competitor's name and the sentence still makes sense, you haven't captured your unique value. If that happens, go back and refine your proposition. By ensuring your value proposition passes these tests, you move away from generic claims and build a foundation that is defensible and clear. Good luck refining your statements. Let's review some common mistakes. First, avoid writing your statement before filling out the canvas. Your value proposition must emerge from deep customer insights. Otherwise, you're just guessing. Second, don't confuse features with benefits. Remember, customers buy outcomes, not technical capabilities. An AI engine is a feature. A workout ready before you open the app is a benefit. Finally, avoid the temptation to target everyone. A value proposition designed for everyone resonates with no one. Specificity is your greatest strength in the early stages. Now, let's walk through the live canvas exercise. We'll build the full canvas for the fitness app, moving step by step from a blank slate to a final polished value proposition statement. In this exercise, apply these steps to your own capstone product. Work systematically, always starting with the customer side before moving to your value map. How specific is specific enough? Aim for a statement that makes someone feel slightly uncomfortable with its narrowness. If everyone agrees with your target, it is likely still too broad. Your value proposition connects back to the competitive map we discussed earlier. Look for structural white space, places where competitors have chosen not to go, to build a more defensible position. A strong value proposition acts as a decision-making framework for your product roadmap. It guides your choices for months to come, ensuring every feature is focused on the core value you provide. This proposition is also the foundation for your future vision and OKRs. It links your high-level aspirations to the measurable outcomes that prove you are delivering real value to your users. To wrap up, ask yourself, would your value proposition survive a competitor swap? If it's specific, narrow, and grounded in real research, you are ready to move on to Episode 3, where we define your product vision. This program was brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team.